Hello, so I'm going to make a video about how to create quiz questions and put them in a question bank. Now, the advantage of that is once you have questions in a question bank, you can kind of pick and choose from them to be inserted into quizzes. Okay, so to access the question bank, you can either make a quiz and then start adding questions inside the quiz, or you can go into here and you can actually access the entire question bank for the entire course. So I'm in this teaching and learning course of mine, and down here, okay, let me just do that again. So in here in the settings cog, go to more, and down at the bottom here you can see the question bank, questions and categories. Now you might want to create categories as well. That way you can categorize your questions and kind of select from whichever category you want. So for example, if I'm making a computer science exam, I might have questions that have to do with Microsoft Excel, and I might have questions that have to do with Microsoft Word, okay? And I'll create separate categories for that. So when I insert random questions, for example, I can just pull out random questions from Excel or random questions from Word. Okay, so category, I'll call this one Excel. Excel questions. Let's call that. Okay, and that's about all there is to it. So you can see it's there. Okay, categories. Okay, and if I want to add another category, let's add another one. Okay, and you can see the two categories inside this default. It asks you what's the parent, and the parent is just usually the top level, so just the course itself, and then you have categories within that course. Okay, and you can see the number 0 there because there are actually 0 questions inside those categories. Let's go ahead and make some questions here. Okay, so I've made some questions in the past. If I wanted, I could take these and actually move them into those categories. So if I've already made questions and they're just kind of floating around inside the course, you can actually take them and move them inside the category. Let's take a couple of these. For example, let's take this 5 question, and let's go ahead and move that into Excel. Okay, so now that's in that category. Okay, Excel questions. Okay, or I can create a new question. Let's create a new question. Let's just make it true and false. Okay, and it says where do you want to put this, and here's what is where you'll actually select which category. So let's call it question 3. Question text is Excel fun, right? And then you put true or false. Correct answer is true. Okay. Alright, and that's about all there is to it. So now you can see that all the questions that are in Excel there. If you want, you can go back to categories, and you can check out the Excel questions category, and you can see that all of these have been moved to the Excel category. And when you create a quiz and you add a random question, you can select from which category the random question comes from. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, well, while I'm at it, I might as well show you how to insert random questions. So let's go back to the main page in this quiz that I have here, and let's go ahead and edit the quiz itself. And when I go here to add my questions, I can just say random question, and I can specify how many random questions I want and from where they come from. So I want these to come from the Excel bank, okay, that category that we created, and I want to insert 2 random questions, 20 random questions, or you can even specify, okay, I guess, yeah, after 10 it goes 20, 30, 40. Okay, so let's insert 2 random questions from there. Okay, from there, add random question. And you can see that it does add 2 random questions. So that's how you would make a quiz of random questions.